Right, so what is up guys, SDPeasy here, and today we're going to be doing another past and present football team on FIFA. As you can probably tell from the bench, we are going to be doing Real Madrid today. This was requested in a video by a recent subscriber, so hopefully you are watching this and you are enjoying. But here we have the bench. We've got Flashback Marcelo, we've got, I believe, Foot Birthday Bale, Makelele, Figo, Van Nistelrooy, Kaká, and the newly released team of this season, Benzema. These players, don't get me wrong, all had fantastic or are currently still having fantastic careers at Real Madrid. However, they don't quite make the team for me just based on the amount of amazing players that Real Madrid have had over their history. However, don't get me wrong, some of these players were or are absolutely class. Benzema's a fantastic goal scorer. Kaká had 4 years at Real Madrid, 120 appearances, 29 goals. Van Nistelrooy, I believe, only played about 3 seasons, didn't he? 4 seasons, sorry, 96 appearances, 64 goals, which is kind of a mad turnaround. Figo was there for quite a long time, obviously played for Barcelona as well, 239 appearances, 57 goals. Makelele, I believe, was there for a few seasons. 3 seasons before he moved to Chelsea, 145 appearances, so all more than deserving of being there. But they don't quite make the team, but we are going to start out with the team today. We're going to go straight to the goalkeeper, and I feel like this is a pretty standard choice. I feel like there's nobody that could really tell me anything else apart from this. It has to be Iker Casillas, probably one of the best goalkeepers of recent times, and obviously certainly Real Madrid's best ever goalkeeper in my opinion. I don't think you can really argue with that one. We're going to go over to left back, and I feel like this is another solid choice. We've got, of course, where is he? Of course, got prime moments Roberto Carlos. I believe, let's have a look at his icon profile here. Played for Real Madrid for 11 seasons, 512 appearances and 66 goals. Obviously a Brazilian legend as well, but what a player he was back in the day. You really can't deny it. We're now going to go to a current football player. We're going to be using team of the season Pepe in at centre half here. Played for Real Madrid for a very, very long time. I do actually have this card in my club, untradeable. Yeah, played for Real Madrid for a very, very long time. Was always very successful at Real Madrid. Won plenty of trophies. Obviously is still a footballer. Obviously at Porto as well as Casillas. Currently at the moment, I'm going to pair him up with Hierro as the other centre half. Obviously played for Real Madrid for, I believe, most of his career. Yeah, 14 years, 601 games, 127 goals from centre half. He's pretty impressive. Well, that's pretty impressive. Got to admit that. If we head over to right back here, now a lot of people are obviously going to be confused as to why we don't have Ramos in as a centre half, using his obviously team of the season card, this 96 version. We're actually going to be using his right back 93 card now, because in his early years for Real Madrid, he was actually a right back. He only developed into a centre half due to them lacking players moving on, and then the right back position obviously being, you've got a player like Carvajal now, obviously doesn't make this team now, but obviously Ramos moved inside to the centre half position there. But obviously for today's video, we're going to be playing him as the right back, especially as he has that amazing right back FIFA card. And we head on to the midfielders here. We're obviously in a 4-3-2-1. This is actually the only actual midfielder in the whole team. We've got Zinedine Zidane. Obviously, this guy has to be in there. Probably one of Real Madrid's best ever players. 5 seasons there, 227 appearances and 49 goals. Fantastic player, one of the best players of all time, so has to be in the team. Now, pretty much from here onwards, we've only got strikers. I don't have any other midfielders because it's tough to leave the rest of these players out. It really is. They're so good and were so good for Real Madrid. They have to be in here. And Hugo Sanchez is the first one of those players. Real Madrid played for 7 seasons, 280 appearances and 208 goals. That record is a joke. That's actually mental. Obviously then played for a lot of other teams in Spain around that time, but has to be in this team just based on his goals, along with the other lad I've got in midfield here. Now, if he isn't in the team, there's something going wrong, because this man was the prince of goals, as he is known. We, of course, have Raul. Real Madrid, absolute hero. 16 seasons, 741 appearances and 323 goals. I believe he is Real Madrid's second ever highest goal scorer, only behind, obviously, the man coming up front. Obviously, you do know who that's going to be. But we had to have him in the team, and it would be a crime for him not to be there. Obviously, as you can see, I was struggling at this point because I literally needed to fit so many strikers in to the team, including this man, Emilio Butragueño. As you can see, like I say, I was really struggling. So I had to fit all these players into the team. Obviously, and I don't have that many striker spots, so they're having to play centre mid or cam. Obviously on Footbin they'll get full cam because it changes their positions for them, but obviously not on here because they're only concepts. But for Real Madrid, he played 454 games, 165 goals. What a player this guy was. What an absolute tank of a footballer. You literally can't deny it. And of course, we're going to have a dual Ronaldo partnership up front. We're going to first go with R9 Ronaldo, his prime moments, obviously. For Real Madrid, he played for 4 seasons, 177 appearances and 104 goals, which is just an insane turnaround. To be fair, wherever he went, he had an insane turnaround. His goals just, they speak for themselves, man. That record is ridiculous. He has to be in the team. Obviously, you know who's coming up top. I feel like this is just the most obvious one. He's Real Madrid's best ever player. In my opinion, one of the best footballers of all time, and certainly the best player in the world currently. Of course, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, formerly now of Juventus, but has to be in this team. Real Madrid's most ever goal scorer. What a player. Seriously, I mean, that is probably the best one we've done so far of past and present teams. Imagine playing with that team in FIFA. Just imagine it. It would be filthy. Goals galore. What a team. If you do think there's any changes that need to be made, or if there's any players that need to be bought in or taken away, let me know in the comments. I do love having a debate with you guys about that. Hopefully, the guy who suggested this video on one of my recent videos, hopefully you have enjoyed this as well as everyone else. And if you have, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe if this is your first time on the channel. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers by the end of lockdown, which is more than doable, especially with how long it's been extended for. So if you do, just please join the family. It'd be nice. It makes me feel good when I get a new subscriber. It's just a nice feeling. If you do enjoy the content, thank you very much for watching. Suggest some new teams for the past and present series going forward. Thank you for watching.
I wanna take it all in, I'm falling. The cityscape by night, wanna catch in my photos. Where you go, every corner twice as bright. They'll be my treasures forever when I can't hold